Happy Sunday, fun day. Welcome to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we do each and every day, and quoting Max Kaiser. Kaiser report in 2011 put Bitcoin on the map. Millions heard the call. We created hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin millionaires globally with hundreds of shows over 10 years. These facts get overlooked during this period of Russia phobia, sadly. Also, I'll be sharing the latest from Jan 3's Samson Mao, as well as Hong Kong to enhance digital asset regulation in 18 months, as well as the worst of the selling is now over, even as investors grapple with the growth scare, according to FundStrat's Thomas Lee. We'll also be discussing 4 years in, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin gamble beats Warren Buffett's warning. And in fact, exactly 4 years ago today, Michael Saylor became the first CEO to add Bitcoin to his treasury. And ever since, MicroStrategy has bought 226,000 BTC, worth $13 billion. That's 150 BTC a day for 1,500 days. Absolutely legendary. We'll also be discussing an incredible Trump plan to take on the banks revealed amid Bitcoin and crypto price surge. Also, we'll be discussing the latest from Rich Dad's Robert Kiyosaki, declaring a market crash has arrived. He also projects Bitcoin smashing $10 million very easily. We'll also be discussing the latest and greatest of what's happening in the market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, Crypto Fam. What's poppin'? What's new? What's good? Church is in session. I'm going to be preaching the Holy Gospel of Satoshi for the next couple of hours. If you guys can repost, spread the word. Let people know we're live. It's greatly appreciated. Shout out to all the members here in the channel. Participating here in the chat. We got Darth Melda, David Sam, we got Greg, we got Short Coin, we got Judson, Mr. Bone Daddy. Church is in session. That's right.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life. But Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome everyone to the stream. Let me know how your weekend has been. Keep in mind, fam, this is a live and interactive show, so I greatly appreciate all the interaction, all the comments. And in order to interact, you got to be on the YouTube channel. It's cryptonewsalerts.net. Yes, we're streaming on 3 platforms. You can watch on X, Rumble, and YouTube. But if you want to participate in the live chat, I encourage you to visit cryptonewsalerts.net. You're going to notice the live stream pinned at the very top of my X profile, so it's easy to find. Shout out JC Ice Baby, the very first one to repost, and shout out everyone else who has been reposting the streams. I promise to follow anyone back, so I farted and time. I appreciate those reposts. Just followed you both back. Thank you, Short Coin, as well as Bitcoin Oasis and the rest of the fam. Anyone who reposts the stream with a quote will get refollowed, reposted, and shouted out during the live stream. Let's see how many people we can get, how many eyeballs we can get here as I'm preaching the Holy Gospel of Satoshi. Welcome, C-List. What's new? What's good? How is everyone? Shout out, yeah, it's me. Seriously, you just. MicroStrategy is a friend to all that hodl and all that keep adding proportionately to their stack. That's what's up. You already know.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless.
Shout out Ricky Norwood. Evening from all communist Great Britain. You ain't telling no lies there, yo. Crazy, right? Crazy world. Welcome, everyone. Bring facts. Good to see you. Cleto, what's good? What's popping? What's new? Good to see you, brother.
Bitcoin, 60G, 60G. Buying opportunity for 5th level sexy G's. What do you think, JV? Oh, by the biddy. Who cares about a roaring kitty? Roaring kitty, me. I'm for the big T. I'm for the Nippinator. I'm for Nipsey, not for the weirdo Kit Kat kitty cat. The kitty cat. I'm for stacking the stats.
It looks like we just dropped below 60 G's, but right on the cusp right now as we're streaming live. Mango 57 has strong resistance. What up, DNA Noonan? Good to see you, brother. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. What's popping, what's new, what's good. Thank you, Boss33. Put best show in crypto. Just reposted Jabrowski. Short coin, thank you. Church is in session. Greatly appreciated. Shout out Chandy 10 Music, the one and only. You'll notice her YouTube channel pinned in the live chat. Make sure to subscribe to her channel, show her some love. A lot of these tracks we're playing, such as 60 G's, is produced by the one and only.
Stack the sats, ain't no thing, baby. It's a chance to stack those sats, chance to stack the big T's. Baby, you never heard about me with another coin. Bitcoin. I got my mind on my Bitcoin, and my Bitcoin on my mind.
You know how we do. What up, JV? I like seeing the 10 million prediction thumbnail. Hal Finney OG style. That's right. Hal Finney gets credit with the very first Bitcoin $10 million price prediction. May he rest in peace. Robert Kiyosaki also is betting on a $10 million Bitcoin as well, referring to Rich Dad. That's our feature story here today. Blessed day. That's what's up, Global. Tonight, either will dump or pump when the markets open up correctly. That is correct. So obviously, markets will be opening back up, the legacy markets, that is. Stack those sats. You know what to do. Welcome, everyone. Salam, family. Shout out, Muhammad. What's popping? What's good? We're dropping pretty substantial right now. We just dropped under 59. Right when I went live, we were like just dropped under 60. So we just dropped like $1,000 in a few minutes. So let's see how far this correction takes us. Over 200 people live and on the stream. Again, we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We're going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. 10 million Bitcoin after I'm dead and gone, says Mr. Bone Daddy. Gotta have some faith there, brother. Gotta have some faith. But anyways, let's kick it off as we do each and every day. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash those likes, subscribe, then hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Today is pod episode number 1727. I'm your host, JV. It's August 11th, 2024. So happy August 11th, fam. It's Sunday fun day, so you already know. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do every day. You should be able to see Coin 360 on your screen. We're hovering at around 59,000 at the time of the live stream, down 3% on the day for Bitcoin. Ether is trading at 2,500. Solana down 6%. XRP down 6%. Cardano down 5%. Most of the market pulled back right now and in the red. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $2.09 trillion. So it's back on the decline. The Bitcoin market cap also back on the decline at $1.16 trillion. And we got 47 billion in volume past 24 hours with the Bitcoin dominance at 56.5%. And look at that ETH dominance, the lowest. Whoa, 15%. Crazy, right? Now, checking out top 100. Crypto gainers past 24 hours, virtually nothing because everything is correcting and in the red. My question for you, which altcoins, if any, are you bullish on for this particular bull cycle? And checking out the crypto bubbles, and then we'll look at the crypto greed and fear index. Bubble shows us on the day virtually everything correcting and in the red. And zooming out on the monthly to get a broader perspective, it's like 90 to 95% of the market pulled back and in the red. We do have XRP up 17% on the month, and that's because the lawsuit settlement versus the SEC, they had to pay $125 million in fines. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index today, we're back at a 39. Yesterday was a 40, last week a 34, and last month a 25 in extreme fear. So there you have it, crypto fam. Let me know where you feel that price action will likely take us next. Before we dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis and check out some of the live charts, this is what happens when I buy the dip. Bitcoin dips even lower. Broader czar not in the house. Last Sunday we got wrecked. ICP, of course, says global won't matter so much when it hits a milli. Good point there, Darth. We cannot have balance in the force without the JC. Oh, speaking of JC, where is JC? Ice, baby. Of course, she is the force. The force is strong. as always, with Crypto News Alerts, especially with the mods. So shout out the mods, all the members of the channel, and you'll notice the mods have the blue names, just FYI if you haven't recognized. And then the green names are members of the channel who are supporting us. You can become a member of the HODL Gang for, I think it's less than 10 cents per day. It's $2.97 a month if anyone wants to join as a member and get that badge next to your name. And so yeah, shout out all the members of the channel. We appreciate you. I told my son to buy XRP, says short coin. And that's right. Don't forget to subscribe to Chandy 10 Music. 60 G's, baby.
60 G's, 60 G's, buying opportunity. Bitcoin.
Did you say JC changed their username? Oh, the Oracle. I see it now. Nice. I like that. We have the Oracle here with us, so shout out to the Oracle. She's XRP Army is like the Cling and Clang. Can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag with scissors in their hands. Amen. Shout out Mateus, just gifted a membership of the channel, a MicroStrategy membership, to Alexandra G. You have just been hooked up, G. And thank Mateus for hooking it up. We appreciate you supporting us. GOMS put RIP XRP. Muhammad says yay.
But I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, don't sell, no Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin. Roger out.
Roger out. Welcome everyone on the stream. We're just getting rolling. Going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. I'm just checking reposts on the feed again. Shout out Steven. Let's freaking go. It's a new week. Amen to that. Shout out Steven. Shout out Glenn Cooper. Watch the Bitcoin live stream when you BTFD. Greatly appreciate it, Glenn. Best show ever, wrote Pam Powers. Greatly appreciate that, Pam. I just followed you back. And I just reposted your sweet comment. I listen every day. Greatly appreciate that. I reposted that as well. And shout out Max Kaiser. I saw the repost before the stream. Always greatly appreciated when you have the high priest, you know what I mean, reposting your content. So thank you, Max. Shout out Stacy Herbert, of course, Nigel Bukele, and Sergio, where I got this custom Bukele hat from. If you'd like to get the same one, you can find it at cryptocaps.net. We're live and in the flesh. Let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out some of the live charts and where the price action will likely take us next. The headline here reads, Bitcoin metric calls local bottom as traders eye sub 60,000. Bitcoin price. That's right. Bitcoin signaling a third local bottom in 2024 as the leading Bitcoin price metric sees room for growth. Fresh research from CryptoQuant on August 8th shows the bullish move from the network value to transaction golden cross tool. Bitcoin has fielded warnings of another breakdown on Bitcoin/USD this week as the moving averages produce a so-called death cross. However, the longer-term picture is unclear as other market indicators call for an enduring rebound. Amongst them is the NVT/GC, described by CryptoQuant as a volatility gauge, similar to the Bollinger Bands. NVT compares the Bitcoin market cap to the value of transactions within a given time frame, and the Golden Cross edition compares long-term and short-term NVT values. The result is a rough guide to local market tops and bottoms, and in 2024, 3 such bottom signals have been produced, quoting them here. If the NVTGC rises above 2.2 points, which is the red zone, it indicates the price is overheating for the short-term trend, and we are in a local top area. On the other hand, if the NVTGC falls below 1.6 points, which is the green zone, it indicates that the price is cooling down excessively and we're in the local bottom area, as outlined here in the chart. Now, they also noted, the analyst, that the 2 previous bottom signals, which occurred on January 18th and July 12th, were followed by subsequent Bitcoin price gains of 78 and 23%. respectively, as he shares here. Currently, we're in a local bottom area, according to the NVTGC. Can the price go deeper? Yes, but we can expect the short-term trend to turn positive in this area. Bitcoin, meanwhile, traded around 60,000 through much of the weekend. That's right. Here you're looking at the 4-hour chart, and in a moment I'll be pulling up some of the live charts. Despite holding support during out-of-hours trading, Bitcoin did not convince everyone, with some popular traders seeing the potential for a fresh dip, as Mr. Crypto points out here, says we're heading back down to 57,000. Then we have Crypto Tony, who called for 58.3, which we're on the cusp of reclaiming here any moment. So quoting him here, maybe one more retest of the lower lows before full reversal. Blockchain tech expert El Jaboom continued in part of his latest commentary, comparing the current price action to a year ago when Bitcoin briefly dipped to $25,000. So let me know, fam, where you feel the bottom will likely be. And before I pull up some of the live charts, I got to give my flowers and respect where it's due. Quoting Max Kaiser, this message from Kaiser Report in 2011 put Bitcoin on the map. Millions heard the call. We created hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin millionaires globally with hundreds of shows over 10 years. These facts get overlooked during this period. Russia-phobia, sadly. That's right. The show was on RT, which is ultimately Russia TV, Russia Times, whatever it stood for there. And I actually have the quote back from 2011. I'm just going to play it. It's in the Roadcaster here. Check it.
Bitcoin Top 100 Rich List from 3rd of June 2011. Here's a little video I made of the top 100. As you can see, it's they're all anonymous.
This is fantastic. This is the new Forbes fortune list, isn't it? These are the Bitcoin fortunes. And notice, yes, all numbers. It's pure anonymous. And this is the biggest story of this decade going forward, is the transition from the old way of doing business around the world to the Bitcoin way of doing business, which is purely anonymous. And this is the great achievement of the global insurrection against banker occupation. Bitcoin is the currency of the resistance.
Boom, nailed it right there. Bitcoin is the currency of the resistance, and that's also something he coined, the global insurrection against banker occupation. And then JV threw that in some bars. Hang the bankers. Start with Jamie Dimon. But anyways, family, classic. And quoting Jan 3 Samson Mao, the basis for the 83,000 Bitcoin figure in Taiwan's gold reserves relative to that of the UK. Taiwan has 422, I guess the T stands for trillion, versus UK with 310 trillion. So Taiwan has 35% more gold. The UK has 61,000 BTC. So Taiwan should have 35% more too. And that's Samson Mao ultimately orange pilling the nation of Taiwan. So let's freaking go. And I don't know if this T is standing for tons or trillion, so I'm not sure, just FYI. But anyways, let's look at some of the live charts, family. Here's the 1 month. Let's start zoomed in at the 1 hour, and then we'll work our way out. And again, this is live and in the flesh right now, family. Switch up the scene so it's cleaner. There you go. You can see we're currently above 58,700. In the past 20 minutes, we already dropped over $1,000. So we're currently corrective, as you can see. But we do have a target on the 1 hour for a bullish flag sitting at 69,891. Could you say 69 G's, baby? And zooming out a little from here, we'll look at the 4-hour chart. As you can see here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive red candles on the 4 hour. That means 16 hours of bearishness since yesterday, unfortunately. Not looking so pretty at the moment. And checking out the 1 day, you can see just the other day we had a massive green candle, almost a god candle. I would define it as a demigod candle because it was over 5,000 on the daily. But we did have today, clearly, as you can see, a very corrective red candle. And zooming out, we'll check out the weekly, which we still have that cup and pattern, or cup and handle pattern, sitting at $125,700. And we'll zoom out once more, get a quick look at the monthly chart. As you can see on your screen here, the monthly chart shows us thus far August looking like it's going to be a red candle, but it's still early. We're not even halfway through with the month. But let me know your thoughts where you feel price action is likely heading next. And do you think the lows are in when we tapped just the other day, $49,000 before pumping right back to 62. Let me know your thoughts. Humpty Dumpty, eh? Shout out to the Dusty Hunts, the Trump candle. How shall we define the Trump candle? How much of a rise on the daily? RT didn't do this about the truth or goodness, but because their fiat control mechanism was weaker, stunned than the euro or the USD. Thanks for sharing there, see this. Bone Daddy asked short coin if she's selling. August is always a bad month, says Dan Carden. Shout out DJ Wednesday, Dorado Beach representing. Cheers to the fam, Puerto Rico. Let's go. Oh, I heard Canelo is going to be fighting in Puerto Rico next month at the Coliseum. That's going to be pretty lit. I went to my first Puerto Rico boxing match when Jake Paul fought a few months ago. Trump was in Bozeman, where my son goes to school, going there next weekend. Nice. Bozeman, huh? To resist Bitcoin would be futile. You will be assimilated, eh? Shout out Don George. What's good, brother? 60 G's.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
Red pill.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money.
It's going up forever, Laura. And thank you, Chandy, for the repost. She put, if Max and Stacy think this Bitcoin pod is worth watching, then it is. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Short Coin. And the rest of the fam, again, greatly appreciate all the reposts, spreading the word. Still got a lot to share. We're just getting started, family. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday, fun day. Church is in session. Shout out to the Oracle. Mark Wardlaw. Sundays always see a dip before the market opens. Oftentimes does. XRP will pump hard October 7th. What's going on October 7th there, JG? Let me know. It's going up forever, Melda. Swallow the orange. Be a glutton. Be a glutton for the orange. There you go. But yeah, yo, let's keep it moving. Next story. Here's the latest with Hong Kong. The headline reads, Hong Kong to enhance digital asset regulation in 18 months. That's right. Hong Kong is poised to enhance its digital asset regulation within the next 18 months, marking a significant step in its mission to become a global hub for financial technology. At the Foresight 2024 Annual Summit, David Chu, member of the Legislative Council of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, outlined the city's strategic plans to attract technology talents, build new infrastructure, and establish robust legislative supervision. He emphasized that this initiative is crucial for the technology industry over the next 5 to 10 years. The digital asset industry has made significant progress in the past few years, but we're still in a very early stage. We should establish a sound exchange system and soon introduce legislation related to stablecoins. Stablecoins is a type of crypto pegged to stable assets like fiat currencies and are expected to be introduced in Hong Kong by the end of this year. And according to the analysts, sandbox tests have, or I shouldn't say analysts, but that guy Chu, they have tests already been carried out, and the government aims to enhance the supervision and enforcement of legislation related to digital asset financial products within 1 to 1.5 years. The next phase will encourage project parties to explore more innovative financial products in Hong Kong. Clearly, they want to become a cryptocurrency hub, and they're leading in their actions, hence why we even got Bitcoin ETFs now officially in Hong Kong. Now, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority recently announced the first participants in its stablecoin issuer sandbox on July 18th. These participants include a company linked to significant Chinese e-commerce retailer, a local fintech firm, and a coalition of Standard Chartered Bank, Animoca Brands, and Hong Kong Telecommunications. How many of you have been to Hong Kong? Let me know. I've been there before. I actually would do my visa run in Hong Kong when I was living in the mainland of China back in 2010 and 2011. However, we got Jindong CoinLink Tech Hong Kong Limited, a subsidiary of JD Tech Group, is among these participants and plans to issue a one-to-one stablecoin linked to Hong Kong's dollar. However, the company has clarified that inclusion in the sandbox does not equate to endorsement or licensure to issue stablecoins. This planned stablecoin legislation underscores Hong Kong's pro-crypto financial approach, aiming to foster innovation while ensuring regulatory oversight. On July 23rd, CSOP Asset Management, one of China's largest asset managers, launched Asia's first Bitcoin futures inverse product in Hong Kong. The CSOP Bitcoin Future Daily Inverse product follows the successful launch of the firm's Bitcoin Futures ETF in December of 2022. So there you go, yo. Mass adoption of crypto seems to be going that way over there in Hong Kong. So more power to them. Hopefully the mainland to follow. And it seems everyone's embracing stablecoins. There's a lot of opportunity there. If you think about it, you have Brad Garlinghouse of XRP. They just launched or are in the process of launching their own stablecoin. And look at the success of Tether USDT. Clearly, it's the first crypto stablecoin. They got the first mover's advantage, but they're absolutely crushing it right now. There's a lot of opportunity in that, and I think they see that. Cheers, Bitcoiners. Amen. Cheers, Paul. What's up? Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs equal 0. Chandy 10 Music. Nice to meet someone else from the fam, too. Got the Bitcoin merch. We do have a merch shop. It could be found at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. We appreciate anyone supporting the stream. That's one of the many ways you can support our efforts out here. So, and if you don't know, now you know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to be checking the X feed again. Best daily pod. Thank you, Diana Joy Jones. Just reposted the kind comment. Greatly appreciated. And just a reminder, you're going to notice the live stream pinned at the top of my X account. We already got 21 likes and 15 reposts. So thank you, family. You guys are awesome. I just reposted my own stream. And again, any comments or quotes will get reposted. I'll shout you out, and I will also make sure to follow you back. Howdy how. The 100K party will be special. Hoping it's this year. Don't we all? Granted, if Bitcoin can hit 100,000 by November, then we'll definitely have the 100K fiesta in Puerto Rico this year in December. If for some reason we don't hit it this year, then it's absolutely going to be next year. But I am still also hopeful we can hit it this year. Let me know your thoughts. Just bought the dip again. Congrats, Mr. Bone Daddy. Chandy, it was a delight to meet you. Oh, nice. So Lake the Great actually had the opportunity to meet Chandy over in Nashville. That's what's up. Can't wait to get down at a gay party. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the mother burn. Burn, frickin' banks. Burn. Exactly. Precisely. Sell Brad Garlic House somewhere else. Oh, like South Korea. I am full with the ripple. I think it'll be in late November or in January. It'll not be easy to do. Hope it avoids December. I think October it hits, so betting November, but with the election. Oh, that's right. November 5th is also the election. So it's going to be a very interesting year. Bitcoin to 100,000 by October. 100K party in Puerto Rico 18 months after the halving. 225,000 end of the year, JV. Wow. We're going to have a fantastic bull run up here. If we hit 225 here in 2024, game on. Then we're looking at 500,000 plus, in my opinion, for the cycle peak next year. If we can smash 225 hypothetically still this year in 2024. Shout out 727 people on the stream on X right now. And on the tube, shout out to the Rumble fam. We're streaming on all 3 platforms. We still got a lot to share. We're just getting started. Church is in session. Welcome to the stream, family. Hi, Oracle. Hope you're right. Chandy, that's right. Election November 5th, eh? Is Trump the underdog for the presidency now? Well, he does seem to perform very well as an underdog. I'm sure you guys remember the previous election in which he won. He was a massive underdog. They all said there was no way he could win. And he came through, so let's hope he is the underdog. Why not? I wonder if the all-time high will wait for the election. That would be a good goal to look for, says Dankness. Even bigger next year, October time, says Penne Penne. What is the negative in the news? I don't know. We don't really focus on too much negative here. The negative was really the whole Japanese market with the yen, which caused a global financial crash in all financial markets. And it seemed it affected, obviously, Bitcoin with dropping recently to 49, but we bounced right back to 62, currently correcting back at 58. Let's see if we can continue the onwards momentum here for when the week opens here in a few hours, the markets, that is. Once Bitcoin breaks out of the current descending broadening wedge, part of the cup and handle pattern from November 2021, first stop 88,000, second stop 106,000, all in a very short order. Send it, Greg. I'm so ready. Hola, familia. Late, but I made it. Shout out LT. Good to have you, brother. Why is Bitcoin crashing? I wouldn't consider this a crash. This is just a healthy correction after pumping. keep it in mind, we hit a bottom of 49, and like 24 hours later, we're almost hit 62, and now we just corrected a little bit more. So I think that's totally normal. I would call it a crash if it's like 10% or more, but teach their own. What low will Bitcoin hit now? I personally think the low is in, like the bottom. I want to know your thoughts, though. Do you think 49 was the bottom, or do you think we'll likely correct more? Let me know. Don't be shy. 500 to 750,000 as a cycle peak. I hope you're right, Oracle. You are the Oracle, so I'm going to assume you're right, because oracles can see into the future. Thank you, Dankness, best daily crypto news source. Just reposted you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. Bitcoin is dipping, is a precursor to what the stock market is going to do tomorrow. Well, there you go. Is that a prediction that the stock market is going to continue to dump? Let me know. Cheers, family. Welcome, everyone. Just joined the live stream. Well, yep. Positive news makes us lazy. Negative news is developing us. Mixed developing and building mindfulness. Well said there, Mateus. I am stealth ice today. But anyways, let's continue, family. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. Be sure to repost this. I'll repost you back and shout you out. Here's the latest with Fundstrat's Thomas Lee that made the headline. Worst of the selling is now over, even as investors grapple with growth scare, according to the Fundstrat CEO Tom Lee. That's right. Investing veteran Thomas Lee says the worst of the recent correction of financial market has already passed likely. In a new interview on CNBC, the Fundstrat founder says he is looking at the volatility index, a popular gauge of expected volatility in the stock markets. And according to Lee, the VIX suggests that the markets won't see significantly lower prices. Quoting him here, the thing that we're watching is the VIX spike to 60 on Monday, which is the third highest reading ever. And the VIX futures curve inverted, which was the steepest inversion since the pre-pandemic times. Both are starting to normalize. I think the VIX, as it closes below 20, and as the VIX futures term structure uninverts, that tells us the worst of the panic is behind us. I don't think it means we won't have ripple effects, because we know there's some trap bulls and there's still some nervousness around Iran and how much of this yen carry trade has to unwind. But I think the worst of the selling pressure is behind us. And last week, he said that the other side of the correction, the current market dip, will look like a growth scare, which describes investors' concern about the U.S. economy's health. The investor says that improving weekly jobless claims could be an indicator that confirms a recovery for markets in the near future, as he shares here. Well, I think investors, when it comes to the growth scare side, have something they can check every week, which is weekly jobless claims, because that was a positive surprise on Thursday, and a lot of it came from Texas. Texas had a big drop in weekly claims week over week. The fact that the markets reacted so positively on Thursday to that jobless claims numbers puts me in the camp that that's one of the big drivers, because we had a better than expected claims numbers than the market popped. I think the growth scare is what's on investors' minds. So there you go. Do you agree with Thomas Lee that the worst of it is already over? I want to know your thoughts there. And let me know your sentiment in the markets as far as the global financial markets, family. See what happens when I buy the dip, says Bone Daddy. You trigger a bigger dip. I will watch Bloomberg tonight, says Short Coin. The AI bubble is a breaking. My husband shorted the VIX way too early. Oh, did he? Mateus, I like that, says Shandy. XRP may surprise everyone. Lots of moves they are doing. Oh no, the sky is falling. Bitcoin represents the most volatile asset ever. If you don't have the stomach for the projectile vomit producing rides, you're not tall enough for the ride. Great disclaimer there, Greg. Speaking of the carry trades, Japan is the largest foreign holder of U.S. Treasury bonds to the tune of $1 trillion, and the EU T-bonds at $500 billion. What happens if they sell and buy? BTC. Great question. Glad you brought that up. Down with the dollar. Biddies forever. Going up forever, Milda. Good evening, Chris. Good afternoon, good morning. Church still in session. We're just getting started. Welcome to the pod, fam. Blood candles is Mr. Bone Daddy. Buying opportunities are here. BTFD, cheers. More people will be coming to the safe assets. People are still scared and looking for safe havens. Amen. Thank you, Web City. Right back at you, brother. He put JV as epic, and so is Web City. We appreciate the support on the stream here, brother. And welcome everyone just joining us. Happy Sunday, fun day. Nat's still in my airspace. But anyways, biddies, FTW. I don't even remember what FTW stands for. Suggested the huge candle for the Trump pump, JV. And we do got some Trump news as well. Trump Jr. has been hinting at launching a DeFi platform, and he gave us some clarification. It's not going to be a token or an ish coin as many anticipated. So Trump Jr. is not launching an ish coin, and apparently that coin, which was released from Martin Scarelli, and he claimed that Trump Jr. was partnered or behind it, those rumors have been dispelled as well, and I'll be updating you that in a little bit on some of that story. If Bitcoin hits 58,000, there's not much support below it. 50,000 to 53, it says boom select. One Kong squeak ball equals 1,705 sats. Currently some market info for the puppy back in there. The puppy, the Nippinator. Nothing scares me other than talking doll babies. Exactly. Beware of talking doll babies, apparently. Be very weary. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. It's always appreciated. But let's dive to our next story of the day. Discuss the latest with MicroStrategy. This headline reads, 4 years in, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin gamble beats Warren Buffett's warning. And before I read you the actual story, I also want to update you here. Exactly 4 years ago today, Michael Saylor became the first CEO to add Bitcoin to his treasury. Ever since, MicroStrategy has bought 226,000 BTC, worth $13 billion. That's 150 BTC a day for 1,500 days. Absolutely legendary. And more recently, he made an announcement of converting more convertible notes to make another $2 billion Bitcoin purchase. So they're stacking biddies like there's no tomorrow. But here's the latest regarding the story. MicroStrategy purchased its first Bitcoin stash on August 10th, 2020, becoming the first publicly traded company to adopt the crypto as its primary treasury reserve asset. 4 years later, the bold move has evolved into a defining strategy for the company that has outpaced even the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. That's right. As of August 10th, 2024, MicroStrategy had 226,500 BTC, worth $13.771 billion in reserves, which it acquired at an average cost of around $37,000. With Bitcoin currently trading at roughly 60,000, MicroStrategy is now sitting on unrealized profits of about $5.39 billion. And despite the substantial gains, Michael Saylor's company has maintained its Bitcoin holdings, choosing not to liquidate any of its accumulated assets. Smart. Now, it has expressed its intention to continue accumulating the biddies, further evidenced by its most recent purchase on August 1st. Now, the value of MicroStrategy's MSTR stock has responded bullishly to the Bitcoin purchases, having surged by around 1,000% since August of 2020. In comparison, that is 1.5 times higher than Bitcoin's returns and 16 times higher than the returns of the S&P 500 index in the same period. Now, interestingly, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Class A stock, BRK.A, had significantly underperformed compared to MSTR since MicroStrategy's initial Bitcoin purchase. BRKA has only gained 104% during this period, with Buffett's persistent negative stance towards Bitcoin keeping Berkshire from exploring crypto investments. And in 2018, Buffett called Bitcoin rat poison squared. His close associate and the late Charlie Munger, who I believe passed, I think it was January of this year, correct me if I'm wrong, went a step further and predicted that the Bitcoin price would crash to zero. obviously got it wrong, calling it a disgusting product in his statement in 2021. Still, Bitcoin and MSTR have performed better than Buffett's top stock holdings, namely Apple, American Express, and Bank of America in the recent years. However, some traders expressed their intentions to short MSTR stock. The investment firm Kaiser Capital Arian that the trading is unjustifiable premium to Bitcoin, quoting them here. The software business is worth $1 billion, maybe $1.5 billion, somewhere in between. It is not worth very much, said the chief investment officer of Kaiser Capital. Bitcoin prices have to go up for the value of the company to increase. If they go down, the value of the company goes down. The company should be trading at the value of Bitcoin. Our argument is go short MicroStrategy, go long Bitcoin. Very interesting there. But let me know your thoughts surrounding MicroStrategy and them being, I believe, the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin in the world. The only ones that hold more than MicroStrategy and Bitcoin are some of the massive asset managers like BlackRock. I think they did 20 billion in volume into their, Bitcoin ETF, which launched back in January. So they now have like over 300 or maybe even as much as 400,000 Bitcoin. And once we had GBTC, who was the largest holder of Bitcoin with over 600,000, but the majority of that Bitcoin was dumped since the conversion of their trust into a Bitcoin ETF. But there you have it, family. Let me know your thoughts with the Giga Chad as they continue to accumulate. Where it's going, 0, 0, 0. The question is, why do we borrow in a currency we print in America? Brr. Bitcoin is dumping now. Here we go. Here we go again. Buffett is old. His business partner is gone. That's right. Munger definitely ascended. Okay, kids, if Bitcoin 2x's MicroStrategy and several miners will 4, 5, 10x, consider a bag. Consider a bag. But yeah, MicroStrategy did outperform the Bitcoin, interestingly enough. The question is, will MicroStrategy stock continue to outperform Bitcoin, or will Bitcoin outperform MicroStrategy stock? That's my question for you guys. And how many of you actually own any shares of MicroStrategy? Let me know. I used to have MicroStrategy, now have 10. Right on. Are you talking about 10 shares? Okay, kids. Welcome everyone in the stream. I'm going to check the X again. If anyone reposts the live stream over on X, you'll get reposted and shouted out, such as Jerry Reynolds. He put it Showtime in response as a comment on the feed. So I just reposted your comment that it's Showtime, Jerry. Shout out Jerry Reynolds from Bangkok. Appreciate you, buddy. And thank you everyone who reposted the stream. Already 25 hearts, 17 reposts, a phenomenal ratio. So I share that to say I am grateful and appreciate it. So thank you guys. Keep the comments flowing. There's live and interactive. And to the 1,000 people watching on X right now, if you want to participate in the comments, important, visit the direct YouTube link at cryptonewsalerts.net, because all the commenting you see on the video is coming from that feed in particular. However, we're streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube, and you guys can watch it anywhere we're live. But if you want to actually interact and participate, I encourage you to visit the YouTube link. I just started getting MicroStrategy. That's what's up, LT. 10 million or 1 million is not so big different. It will be so nice. 1 million, 1 to 2 years. It's a possibility, Mateus. It can happen this year. It can happen next year. It can definitely happen this cycle. If it doesn't happen this cycle, I'm optimistic it'll happen the following cycle, 2028 to 2032. In fact, Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow models I shared 2 podcast episodes ago, is projecting Bitcoin hovering between 2024 and 2028 above 500,000. And between 2028 and 2032, the next epoch of the cycle, he has Bitcoin hovering at about $4 million on average per coin. So if the stock to flow model is correct, we'll be ascending to $500,000 this cycle by next year. And following cycle will be above 4 million USD per coin. Let me know your thoughts on that. Bitcoin, what up, Lil Germ? Why Bitcoin no go high? Bitcoin will attack 100 G's when the DXY falls, referring to the US dollar currency index to 101 or lower. Thank you for sharing there, MJ. Almost 4,000 shares of MicroStrategy, taking me to the promised land. Congratulations, Randall. That's what's up. Shout out Knox Bill. Was good. When Lambo, when Rari, you tell me. Always some market manipulation going on. That's a given. I would agree. Let me know your thoughts on that.
We've been climbing, aim for $1 million climaxing, never stopping. Bitcoin is rising. We already hit.
I can't believe what's happening to the women's sports. Makes me want to buy more Bitcoin. Amen to that. Un mango. Boycott the Olympics. BLXY weekly since inception. Bitcoin average goes up 2 fib levels. The 1.114, 400,000. The 1.236 sits at 3 million. Longer term is 1.618, referring to the Fibonacci. Sits at a staggering 1.1 billion. Like, for real. So we officially got an indicator hinting at Bitcoin hitting $1 million, or my apologies, with a B. $1 billion per coin. Send that mofo. In all of our talks, it's only one important word. When? Got Bitcoin merch, merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Thank you. In all our talks, I mean, that is a good question. When? What news is causing this drop? I just think it's the financial markets in general, the yen carry trade, which we already discussed, some of the global macroeconomic forces, which are impacting the price right now in crypto. I was yesterday years old when I learned Kenyans spontaneously started trading cell phone minutes as money. Whoa. Bitcoin fixes this. There'll be one more retracement before we get the Lambo, says Rambo. I can see Rambo in a Lambo. G songs, por favor. Word up. 60 G's, baby. I think we played it earlier, but I can always play it again. We're so close to 60 G's, for Christ's sake. But anyways, we got over 1,100 people on the stream. We still got a couple of more stories to share with you guys before we tap into our live Q&A. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Our next story, here's the latest with the Trump plan. And then we'll discuss rich dad Robert Kiyosaki's projection of Bitcoin hitting $10 million easily, as he says in his own words. And then we'll dive into our live Q&A. So yeah, interesting headline here from Forbes caught my eye. Incredible Trump plan to take on the banks revealed amid Bitcoin and crypto price surge. So that's right. Bitcoin surged back this week after a sudden price crash, which took us all the way down to $49,000. And then we climbed back up, tapping 62. And now we're correcting currently above 58, between 58 and 59. Now, the Bitcoin price did climb over 61, adding 200 billion to the wider crypto market after former U.S. President Trump proposed a radical plan to pay off 35 trillion of U.S. national debt. Now, after teasing game-changing crypto plans all week, Trump's son, Trump Jr., revealed the Trump family is working on a decentralized finance crypto. That's right, DeFi cryptocurrency platform to take on the banks. Interesting, eh? Check this out. Rumors of a Trump crypto began swirling this week after a series of posts by Don Jr. and Trump's son Eric, who teased the big crypto announcement. A new Solana-based crypto called Restore the Republic, or RTR, exploded in value before crashing back after viral rumors that it could be Trump's official crypto were nixed by Trump's son Eric, who called the rumors absolutely false and said that the only official Trump project has not been announced. So there you have it. Quoting him here, I love how the crypto community is embracing Trump, Don Jr. posted to X. It is absolutely incredible, but beware of fake tokens claiming to be a part of the Trump project. The only official project will be announced directly by us, not Martin Shkreli, and it will be fair for everyone. Don't be fooled. Stay tuned for the real deal. So there you have it, coming directly from Trump Jr. And during the live stream Q&A on subscription-based platform Locals, Don Jr. said the mysterious and yet unnamed Trump project won't be a meme coin and will be a long-term play. So it's a DeFi platform to challenge the banks, and it is not another shitcoin, family. Quoting him here, there's a lot of guys doing great stuff. I love meme coins and that culture. I love what those guys are doing with some friends of mine. It's great Don Jr. said, but I just have to make sure that the people understand that you can't conflate one thing with another. Don Jr. went on to give some more details of the plan that appears to be some sort of crypto-based payment and banking platform. Quoting him again, I think what we want to do is sort of take on a lot of the banking world. This notion of decentralized finance is obviously very appealing to guys like me who have been debanked or haven't been able to get insurance or whatnot. Amen. I mean, Bitcoin banking the unbanked, and it is the only form of money in which can't be confiscated. So if you did get debanked or deplatformed, you still have a source of funds. Now, decentralized cryptos such as Bitcoin has been touted as an alternative to the centralized financial system, which has been criticized for becoming politicized in recent years, most notably by Canada's government that froze the bank accounts of anti-vaccine mandate protesters in 2022. Then last year, the Biden administration was accused of trying to quietly ban Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies in a move that was described as Operation Choke Point 2.0, referring to a 2013 government initiative that sought to cut off undesirable industries from banking services. So there you have it. Crypto fam. Let me know your thoughts surrounding the Trump decentralized platform. Do you have any insights, projections, predictions? Holla at your boy. Is Don Jr. Mr. 100? Honestly, I don't think we know for sure yet, at least, who the mysterious Mr. 100 is. But whoever it is, they've been buying mass and vast amounts of the biddy. You know what I mean? It's fine time to be alive, fam. Amen, little germ. Goldman Sachs estimates that Donald Trump has a 70% chance of winning the election, predicts his policies will affect markets and the economy. Good to note. How do I reserve a seat for the 100K party? I've been here since July of 2022, says Hector. Well, we haven't launched the party yet, and we won't until Bitcoin hits 100,000. So just make sure you're in our Discord, discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, it's discord.cryptonewsalerts.net, and one of the chats is called 100K Fiesta, and it will all be announced there as we get closer to 100,000. And I look forward to seeing you guys. We're going to be celebrating. It's going to be fun. Did Don Jr. buy land in El Salvador? I don't know, but he did actually visit Bukele during the inauguration more recently for the presidency, because I saw the clip. He was shaking Bukele's hand, and Bukele even commented that he had so much swag, just like his father. Has anyone know the price dumped thousands over the last 2 hours? Yeah, yo. Since I went live at 4 o'clock less than an hour ago, we already dropped over $1,000. So in the last hour, we dipped 1,000. Mr. 100 is a company from Korea. I don't know how to write their name, but I heard it on Crypto Banter Show. Well, I haven't seen any sources to confirm, but I heard a lot of speculation of who it can be. But I don't think we got a confirmation, and there's still gnats in my fly space. So I brought my crystal today for show and tell. This crystal I've been sleeping with every day for like the past 10 years. I love my crystals. Should Mr. 100 start their own bank? Maybe. Mr. 100 is a company, says LT. Discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Close is discord.cryptonewsalerts with plural, with an S at the end. Just like Crypto News Alerts is the name of the show. It's discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Just as my YouTube channel is cryptonewsalerts.net with an S at the end. Easy, 45,000 BTC. And also note, family, all the resources of the channel and all the communities we're on, you can always find it in the description in the YouTube video as well as in the description of the Rumble video, fam. Too much info, JV. I forgot what I was even talking about, what I give too much info on. I don't even remember. Didn't you think that Mr. 100's among our participants in JV News? It's possible. I wouldn't rule that out, especially considering thousands of people tune into the podcast every day. Very possible. No problem if Bitcoin dumps. More opportunities for the guys, for the party to be late, join the ride to 100,000. That's a lot of willpower, JV. Oh, sleeping with my crystal. Yeah. I got to sleep with my crystal. That's a lot of willpower. I would have smoked that crystal ages back. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to check the X feed one more time. If anyone can repost this, let people know we're going to be live at least for the next hour. I appreciate it. And then we'll dive into our feature story of the day, discuss the latest with Robert Kiyosaki and his $10 million price prediction. Guido, I just reposted your brother. He put buy the biddies, buy the dip. Appreciate it. LT put live. Bitcoin Preacher JV is live. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you. You guys are dope. So yeah, let's go. Over 1,000 people on the X, over 1,200 people on the stream. Shout out Mateus, just gifted yet another membership. To Rambo Cito, you just been hooked up on behalf of Mateus. So welcome to the MicroStrategy. We have different membership levels on the channel. We have the HODL Gang, which is $2.97 a month, less than 10 cents a day. We have the MicroStrategy membership, which is, I think, $4.97 a month. And you just got hooked up with that one. And we also have a, what is it called? Grayscale membership, as well as a Satoshi membership. Satoshi being the highest, just FYI. I am down 20,000 in unrealized gains or in realized gains. Meaning, did you sell and actually have a real loss? Or are you using your imagination to pretend you're down 20,000 in unrealized gains and it's irrelevant because you didn't sell? Let me know.
Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's.
What do you think, JV?
Buy the biddy.
Who cares about a roaring kitty? Boring kitty. Me, I'm for the bitty. I'm for the nippinator. I'm for Nipsey.
Not for the weirdo.
Kit kat kitty.
Cat, kitty cat. I'm for
Stacking the sats. But anyways, fam, we're about to dive into our feature story. I like that saying, JV. Oh, which saying? I say so much, and it's like half my brain isn't conscious of what I say when I'm live because I'm just flowing. So it's kind of funny when I get comments of feedback of something. I'm like, what exactly did I say? I don't remember. I am down lots more. Right on. Down. Again, what do you mean by down? Imaginary? Shout out Eric. I appreciate you subbing, family. Well, when you put it like that, it feels a lot better. Exactly. I mean, do you think Michael Saylor cares when he's down $5 billion in unrealized losses? Do you think that affects his day? He loses sleep over that? No. It's irrelevant. Who cares? Bitcoin will bounce back, and unrealized losses are irrelevant. Who cares? They're unrealized. But it's fun to say, hey, I'm down 10 million today. Sucks to be me. But you're not really down 10 million. It's irrelevant unless you sold and took a loss. A Vogel. No, this is not the Vogel. I have a Vogel crystal. The Vogel is the 24-sided one. It's cut very unique. It would have a cut very unique on the top and the bottom. But this is it's a special one. It's still my favorite. I keep this one upstairs. I sleep with it. So this is my baby. And downstairs, I have my Vogel. I've shared the Vogel before. I'm not sure if I shared this one on the stream, so I grabbed it before I went live. Wise words, JB. Wise words. Thank you. Thank you. Greg, there are politicians focusing on unrealized gains. Always a dip before the candle. Are we referring to the God candle? Let's soon find out. But anyways, fam, now for our featured story of the day. Rich Dad Author Robert Kiyosaki declares market crash has arrived and that the losses are substantial. And he also more recently made a very bold price prediction of Bitcoin hitting $10 million very easily. And I'm going to actually start there with the tweet that he posted. And let me timestamp it for you. This was back on July 3rd, 2024. Got 1 million views, got a lot of love. And I'm going to read it to you. According to Robert Kiyosaki, boom going bust. Technical charts indicate the biggest crash in history coming. Prices of real estate, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, and Bitcoin crash. Great news. It's a good time to buy bargains. It will follow. Technical charts indicate major long-term bull market cycle will follow, starting bull market climb in late 2025, rising or raising the prices for years. This bull market cycle is the boom gold, silver, and Bitcoin investors have been waiting for. Their patience will be rewarded. This is the long-term bull market cycle they knew had to come. They know it has come because the U.S. is the biggest debtor nation in history. They know this long cycle bull market is coming because they know faith and confidence in fake money is dissolving. Preach. They know history will repeat. They know what happened to Germany's Reichsmark and the Zimbabwe dollar. They know more and more people are finally waking up. Amen to that. They know after the crash, the long cycle bull market for gold, silver, and Bitcoin will begin. They know after the crash, gold, silver, Bitcoin will once again begin climbing to hit all-time highs. Now for the most interesting part of this tweet. He goes on to share gold, possibly, keyword, possibly 15,000 an ounce. Silver, possibly, again, keyword, possibly $110 an ounce. And then he goes on to say Bitcoin, easily, keyword, easily. Notice he doesn't say possibly, but purposely puts easily to $10 million per coin. I love and respect his confidence in Bitcoin. So shout out to rich dad, Robert Kiyosaki. They know to be patient. They know their time has arrived. Take care. Now, easy question for the fam in the chat. What has the biggest reward, right? Risk reward. What has the best reward and the least risk here? Run the math. Bitcoin today is less than 60,000. If we go to 10 million, clearly this has the most bullish potential, right? Now, what's the worst case scenario of Bitcoin? You tell me. What do you think is the absolute worst that can happen at a time like this in the cycle? Maybe we revisit 49. We potentially hit a lower low and go to 45, 42, something like that. What's the upside potential? $10 million per coin. Let that sink in. Now, gold, he says possibly, meaning he's not so convinced, right, is probably sitting at 2,000 an ounce. So what? It can go up maybe 7x. Meanwhile, again, can someone run the math? Divide $10 million divided by 60,000. It'll give us some idea or perspective of how much Bitcoin can climb from here based upon his own projection. Let me know. And where is the silver at an ounce right now? Let me know that one also. But clearly, Bitcoin has the most upside potential with the least risk, and he has the most confidence, and you should. It's the only decentralized form of money to ever exist. Obviously, the Fed and government and banking cartels like JP Morgan Chase, they spoof precious metal markets to control the assets and control the markets, and they pay big fines as a result, which is nothing new. And of course, they have relative scarcity, whereas Bitcoin has true, genuine scarcity, meaning there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. Gold and silver, they'll be finding forever till the end of time. They'll just be digging it out of the earth. It just is what it is. But anyways, let's break this baby down. So yeah, Kiyosaki highlighted advice from his rich dad mentor, emphasizing that the market downturn presents lucrative opportunities for the wealthy. He described rich dad taught his son and me, when markets are crashing, that's the time to get rich, and that's when the rich get richer. Buying assets at bargain basement prices, amen to that. The acclaimed author post is a call to action for investors, urging them to view the market crash as a prime buying opportunity. He enthused, markets are crashing, great news, asset markets are having a sale. This is your turn to get richer. And that's the silver lining, especially when Bitcoin is correcting, family, and I want you to really consider that. Right? People look at it like, oh my God, Bitcoin is down. And then smart people are like, wow, another great buy the dip opportunity. And someone like Saylor would be all over that, right? So Kiyosaki has long recommended gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He recently predicted an imminent economic crash, followed by a major bull market with Bitcoin potentially reaching 10 million per coin, gold 15,000 an ounce, and silver 110 an ounce. He attributes this forecast to declining trust in fiat currencies as well as historical trends. So what are your thoughts on his particular prediction of Bitcoin easily hitting 10 million per coin. And my next question for you, by what year, realistically, can you see this coming into fruition and actually manifesting into our reality? Let me know your thoughts, fam, and I'll do my best to read the comments out loud. I think Bitcoin is too big to fail. Yes, definitely Bitcoin at the moment is the best asset for risk-reward terms. I look at every dip like this, honestly, as a buying opportunity. Well said, Independent. The Oracle says that would be 166.7x JV. So Bitcoin has 166x potential. Thank you. Whereas gold has 7x, according to Rich Dad. I mean, no questions asked right there. Bitcoin is the future. 110 silver at 15,000 gold. It is undervalued. More like 250 to 300 wick is still lower than the real value. Thank you, MJ. It's 166.6. 10 million divided by 60,000. Thank you, Mike. So clearly, Bitcoin has the most upside potential. Clearly, we're talking 166x. Mind-boggling. Versus 7x potentially for gold. Keyword, potentially, possibly. Bitcoin, easily, certainly. So, the beast, if I were any better, I'd be you, JV. I dig it, Germ. Bitcoin since inception, 2009, up 450 million %. Gold up 150%. Do your own math. I'm going to reread that. Bitcoin since inception 15 years ago, since January 3rd, when the Genesis block of 2009. Bitcoin is up 450 million %. Gold is up 150%. Do the math. Thank you, Greg. Living in Thailand and having a Chinese wife, we bought gold, but my wife finally saw the light. We sold most our gold and bought Bitcoin. Well, happy to hear you got the biddies. 10 million, huh? I imagine this happening in the 2032 cycle. Send it, Independent Free Soul. I am so ready. Silver will do better than gold. Without silver, we are screwed. For tech products. Hey, I got some gold in my crystal. There's a gold rod. It somehow enhances the power of the crystal. So they put the gold rods in there. So there's a little gold. Finally, a legitimate use case. Bitcoin must have gold and silver, just as a fire to a nuclear power plant. Oil is required. Can't be done without it. We need the biddies, but you need to have gold and silver too. Bitcoin beats them all. There's a reason we call Bitcoin the apex predator. Just saying. If Bitcoin goes to 10 million, that would be 10 cents per sat. That's right. Thanks for the math breakdown, the Oracle. And if one sat hit $1, one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. Again, if one Satoshi ends up being $1, then it means that one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. And if one Satoshi, as the Oracle just pointed out, hits 10 cents, Bitcoin will be worth $10 million per coin. Let that one sink in, family. Screwed, blued, and tattooed. What? The Nippinator indicator is back. Back again. Now, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We got over 1,400 people here live and in the flesh right now. We just finished the news for the day. You guys mentioned the Nippinator. So shout out to the Nippinator indicator in full effect. No silver equals no laptops, no TVs, no washing machines, cars won't work. So you're saying silver is required to make TVs, laptops, washing machines, and cars? I never knew that. Dan. I think 10 million Bitcoin could possibly happen sooner than 2032 cycle if some kind of economic major restructuring happens. 10 million per coin would be pretty nice. That's right. So hypothetically speaking, if anyone had 100 Bitcoin and Bitcoin hit 10 million a coin, you'd be a billionaire. And if you had 10 Bitcoin and Bitcoin hypothetically hit 10 million a coin, you'd be worth $100 million. If you had one Bitcoin and we hit 10 million, obviously you're worth $10 million. You're an 8-figure broski. Platinum. What about platinum? 100% says Dan. Bitcoin to 30,000 first says Miramar. Great, dog. What up, Mike? Bitcoin bought the biddy once again. Nipsey, I want to send you a treat, but daddy won't set up the P.O. box. Lick him for me. He's licking me. MJ, nuclear power plant upstart requires heating, not oil per se, eh? Yes, you have to have the metals, says MJ. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the poll in the YouTube chat. I have a poll up right now. I asked the question, when will Bitcoin hit a new all-time high? So I'm about to read the results for you guys. It should pop up here in the chat. Okay. 35% of you said between November, December. 29% of you said September. 20% of you said October. And 15% of you said August. That's based on 259 votes. So there you have it. The majority are anticipating not till November, December. I'm more optimistic. I think we hit a new all-time high, still possibly this month. If not this month, I think September. But that's just me. September was the second highest choice at 29%. So we'll see if you guys are right. What will the 10 million actually buy when it does is another good question. So if the global market crashes, Bitcoin will go up. Why did Bitcoin crash when the Japan market crashed? I think on a macroeconomic level, markets are still correlated to some degree. Rumble time. That's right, Oracle. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod on X and Rumble. So right now we're streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube. If you're on X or Rumble, you're golden. But if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home. But you got to head on over to the Rumble to continue with the stream. So the direct link, again, is rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And let's get ready to rumble with the uncensored extended version of the pod. Let's freaking go. I'll see you there. So yeah, fam, YouTube stream.